everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me on this 9th day of Advent. And today, from the Advent calendar, I am drinking Licher Weizen wheat beer, product of Germany, imported by Prestige Wine and Spirits. And let's see, done my usual research. They have a website. They are owned by the Bitburger Brau Group. And there was a lot of information about the history of this particular brewery, about how it started in 1854. Several years later, there was a brewery started in a neighboring town. They started brewing together, so that's how Licher beer was started. So the original brewery started in 1854 was in the town of Lich, Germany, but you put an ER at the end and it's Licher, so at least that's what Google was saying. If I'm not pronouncing it right, please leave it in the comments, maybe spelled out phonetically so that I know how to pronounce it, or maybe I'll find somebody else's review on this. I'm sure I'm not the only one doing the Advent calendar. I know A Beer Day with TK has the Advent calendar, although he hasn't been doing them so much. He's done a lot of other beers and sprinkled some of the Advent calendar in there, so maybe I'll have to wait until he does it. Maybe he knows how to pronounce it. But either way, this is a wheat beer, and as soon as I cracked the bottle open, I could smell it. It actually smelled pretty good. I'll take another whiff, though. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have that same smell as what like a nice malty pilsner does when we're talking about bread scents. And like some of them, like this one, I don't want to say it has a sour smell to it, but it's not the same bready quality. Like it smells a little bit more sour, whereas with the last wheat beer I did, that Celtic wheat, it just smelled like wheat beer. So this one smells more like how I remember wheat beer smelling. It's been a few months since I've had any, so... Oh wow, there's a plane flying by low. I'm not sure if the microphone's picking that up, but I sure can hear it. But yeah, so I didn't write down a bunch of information about this beer because they didn't actually have information about this beer. The only Licher beer that they had information on was, I think, their lager. But I will leave a link in the description so you can go check it out. There's really more about the history of the brewery. Like if you scroll down past like the original couple of paragraphs that spell out the history, there's like a timeline in reverse order. And so as you scroll further down, by the time you get to the bottom, it's like the beginning of the brewery. So, oh no, that's pretty cool. And then obviously that website will have links to other breweries owned by Bitburger Brau Group. So there is that. I suppose I should probably take a drink and see how it tastes. Cheers. It's a little bit of a spice quality, and I really wish that I knew what that was, but it doesn't say anything about on the label about their ingredients. I'm not even finding an ABV. Just says that it's an 11.2 ounce bottle or 330 milliliters, and the usual government warning. So yeah, doesn't really matter. I don't know, it's a good tasting beer. I don't know, the spice kind of reminds me of like coriander maybe, but I could be wrong. That could be a hop of some sort. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, other than that spice, it makes it a little different. I'm picking the wheat up in there too. It's not exactly how I remember like a Boulevard tasting, and I'm sure it's just the spice. Otherwise, mouthfeel, color. Check it out there in my nice Miller Lite glass. I'd been turning the glasses around so it wasn't so distracting, but what the hell, right? This is what I got, so. But yeah, it had a nice head to it when it poured. A little bit more carbonated. The head stuck around for a couple of minutes. It's obviously dissipated, but there's, so you can see it's still clinging to the side of the glass. I know there's a term for that, but I've drawn a blank on it here recently. And there's still some bubbles going. Nice and cloudy. No, that isn't a Halloween soundtrack playing in the background. That's my cat trying to open the door to my dungeon. Oh, and he's just going to let himself right in. I don't know that he's going to make an appearance. It's a room that he's not supposed to come into, and I'm sure he just wants to come and explore and talk to me. He's a very talkative cat. Baxter, are you going to come join me, or no? Meow. Well, get up here. I'm almost done recording. Everybody hears you. They want to see you. Come here. Of course he doesn't. He's going to be camera shy, so I guess I'll just leave it at that. It's a good wheat beer. Excuse me. I'm sure this could probably be found on a more regular basis. I don't think this one is limited to the advent calendar, but I don't know that I've remember seeing it on a store shelf anywhere. Maybe that information's on the website. I did happen to notice that Licher beers are in 40 different countries, so, and clearly the US is one of them, so I'm sure it's not impossible to track down if you want to try it. It's a good tasting wheat beer, got a little bit of a spice in there, coriander or something, I don't know what. But overall, a pretty good beer. And that's really all I got. So, thanks for joining me. This is the Malted Gentleman reminding you, you only have one liver, so use it wisely.